Hey everybody, welcome to another review. So I recently saw Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, something like that. I don't remember, but I'm not gonna go complete detail like I did the Venom review. So I feel like I might have kind of dragged that one out a little bit. So here is a spoiler review of a quick thing, so quick overall of the whole movie.
Maria!
So, the movie starts out with actually, I kind of don't remember who started. No, it was Miles Morales for sure. The second official Spider-Man ever, and he was, living his life like normal and all that other shit, going to a school that he thinks that he's not supposed to be in because he doesn't want to be smart or whatever, but it's just a smart-ass school. It's like a private school and all that, but he just doesn't like the idea he's there. So he wanted to be like Spider-Man, and this, by the way, this Spider-Man, he's like a celebrity. It is like 20 years later, Spider-Man was still not his teenage, like, high school, college, like, persona. He's like, oh, I'm an adult now, and I done all these amazing, fantastic things, but the thing is, I'm getting old and all that damn ass shit, so all that type of stuff. So, so it was like a perspective of Spider-Man I've never seen before, like, ever. I never even thought about, like, oh, yeah, Peter Parker, he's like, I don't know, 20 years, he must be like 40 or 35. I don't really know how many years he could be, but I was surprised about, like, yeah, he's older. Okay, cool. I wasn't expecting that. And of course he goes to like a field trip or something. I forget how it goes really. He goes somewhere and he gets bit by a spider. Is also radioactive too. And then I guess I forget how it goes. He finds Peter Parker, or he finds Spider-Man in for some reason he's trying to find Spider-Man in like a sewer thing or something, which was like where Kingpin is doing some kind of thing, which is the main villain of the movie. So realistically, he was just like, oh yeah, let's talk about it and fight and all that type of shit and all that. But so Miles and Peter were talking about certain things. They're like, yeah, we could train you and all that type of stuff. Now, here's the part I was just not expecting. I was not expecting of this movie. It was the most shocking thing for me about the whole entire movie. And it happened in the first 20 minutes of the movie. Maybe 10 minutes. I don't know exactly. Of the movie. Biggest spoiler of the movie. Please, if you don't want to know, skip. I don't know. When this hand goes down, you can not skip no more. Okay? Peter Parker died. Yeah, Spider-Man died. He died. Miles Morales ran away. Kingpin saw somebody there. There was some kind of like villain chasing him and he got away. Yeah, Peter Parker died. Okay, now that you heard of that. After that event has happened, Miles had to go find other people. So there's another Peter Parker. His name is Peter B. Parker. He is also the same age as Peter Parker, but in a world of, like, he doesn't care. He kind of gained some weight. He doesn't have Mary Jane. All this type of stuff. And then there's like there's a girl teasing him at school, which later found out to be Gwen. Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen. And then, of course, later on, when we find the other Spider-Man people, we got Spider-Man Noir, which is from the Shattered Dimension game, which I thought was a good nod. I didn't see the Spider-Man 2049 or 2029, whatever it is, Spider-Man. I didn't see that one. I thought it was going to be in the movie, but no. We got like an Asian Spider-Man in there, the Asian like girl that was like, you know, I was not expecting. Then we got who else? Oh, Spider-Ham. I kind of knew that one from like trailers and stuff. Spider-Ham. So it was like, it was good. I mean, I don't know if we're seeing another Spider-Man. I think there's all of them, but I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all of them. Other than Miles Morales. So all these Spider-Mans are trying to go back to their dimensions because they came from past dimensions, other dimensions. And Miles Morales, because he just barely became a Spider-Man, he doesn't know how to be, well, Spider-Man. So when he's with Peter B. Parker, they're kind of like somewhat don't want to teach him the ropes, but then you do have to teach him ropes. And there's like a point in the movie that like Miles, like, this is a part of Spider-Man that you have to kind of be to be Spider-Man, and we don't know if you could do it. We feel like you can't do it, so we're gonna do it ourselves. And they kind of like just leave him alone. So a lot of this shit kind of happens in the movie realistically, but it's just I liked it. Now here's the big part. There's so many different animation styles in the movie. I was kind of blown away. I wasn't expecting like of course like an anime and a cartoon, like actual cartoony like character like Spider-Ham, which, you know, there's no talking pigs in that universe. But he's a cartoon, even though the whole thing is animated, but they make him cartoony for an animated movie. So I thought that was a pretty cool scheme. And it's like, then of course there's Spider-Man Noir. He has his own like black and white, and all he can see is black and white because there's a joke he does in the movie just about a Rubik's Cube, and he's like, I can't see anything of this Rubik's Cube, but it intrigues me. I will take it back to my universe because it's colorful, but he can't see the colors. So I was like, okay, funny. It's funny. And then Gwen, I don't. So they all okay, but a chance. Sorry. All the Spider-Mans tell you their origin story in the movie, not like in a long sorted way, more like a slideshow, kind of like fast paced. Like, let's say if I was Spider-Man, went to McDonald's, I was eating a burger, and a spider came and bit me, and then I became Spider-Man. That's literally like the whole origin story. Like, that was it. Like Gwen, it said of Peter, it was me and my best friend Peter Parker died, and now I'm Spider-Gwen. I was like, what? Now, here's a really quick thing. I didn't know in her comic book series, I didn't know this, that Peter Parker died in her universe. I had no idea. That alone surprised me. I was like, what? So, I'm a Spider-Man fan. Like, he's my favorite Marvel superhero, but I can admit, I don't know everything about Spider-Man. Just like I love Batman, but I don't know everything about Batman either in DC. But regardlessly, I was shocked. I'm like, really? So I didn't know that. It was kind of shocking for me. So, anyways, throughout the whole movie, of course, some villains like Kingpin and a few other people like in this Kingpin like thing. I was trying to track down all the Spider-Mans so they don't ruin his plan, because his plan was to go to another universe or something and bring back his dead family that he somehow killed or something. The Spider-Man was there and triggered his feelings and things, and I won't say what happened because that part where I was holding my hand up, yeah, I'm not gonna say it again because that's kind of what happened, of why it happened. So it was just like, oh god, it was the movie was like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm watching Spider-Man, you know. I was like ready to watch it, and then it was getting kind of like serious, and then it went from like kind of like, okay, it's getting kind of serious, but it's just good, you know, it's a superhero movie. Then bam, super serious. Wasn't expecting that. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what? Are you serious? He what? Like, oh my god, you know, kind of like, wow. And from there, of course, I was just interested, like, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen, you know? So I'm gonna say something. At the very end of the movie, where they do the epic final battle, Miles, of course, stays behind because all the Spider-Man have to go back to the universe to save themselves, because if they stay in that universe, they all die. Yeah. So, regardlessly, I was just, I liked it. I didn't hate it. The final battle was pretty good. I like the animation style. I'm not gonna lie, I like Miles Morales as Spider-Man. costume design more than Peter Parker. Of course, we see Peter Parker's the most. He is, of course, is a Spider-Man that was made in like the 40s or whatever it was. Stan Lee, rest in peace. But I have to say, the whole style of just Miles Morales, the whole red and black, that's just my favorite colors. I mean, that's literally what it is. I'm not wearing red and black right now, I know, but it's just, I liked it. It wasn't that bad of a movie. It was actually very surprising, and I was like, who made this movie? And then like, oh, it's Sony? I'm like, okay. It's like, I wonder how the whole Tom Holland Spider-Man and Avengers and the animated series, and I'm like, well, the animated series, the animated movie, like, so was that their deal or something? Like, I don't know. It was kind of like, it was kind of like, I don't get it. Like, is Sony giving like Disney the right, or not the rights, but like half rights? Like, hey, you can make our Spider-Man movies, but we get like a certain percentage or something. I don't know. Maybe that's how it goes. I don't know. But all we know is Disney can buy Sony next. Who knows? I'm like, we got Fox. We are coming for you, Sony. It's like, no. If you do that, you own the whole Blu-ray franchise. And PlayStation and Bose and TVs and yeah, a lot of other shit. But anyways, my overall review. Overall, if you are a Spider-Man fan, for sure watch this. This is not a bad movie. This is a really good movie. If you're a diehard, you basically probably already seen it and or really liked it or something. I don't know. If you're not that big into Spider-Man, you only know him like Peter Parker. He saves the day. He fights Green Goblin or something. Whoever. I don't know what the hell you think. Or you only played the video games and you want to learn more. This will teach you more, but this will confuse you more as well. So I'm not sure this is a good way to let you go into the franchise, the whole series, the whole fandom of Spider-Man. I would have to say the best way for you to get into Spider-Man, if you want to watch Spider-Man for the first time ever, I would have to recommend watch Spider-Man the Animated Series from 1990s. I have to tell you to watch that. That's how I got into Spider-Man. That's how probably all 90 kids and early 2000 kids and 80s kids, realistically, got into Spider-Man. It's because of that show. So, same with Batman. Same with Batman for me. Other than that, play probably like, I don't want to throw like a curveball, like maybe you throw in like, I don't know, Spider-Man Web of Shadows or Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man on N64/PlayStation, you know, or just Marvel Spider-Man. I mean, that's not the one on PS4. It's like a totally different kind of Spider-Man story that it's like taking place after a certain time frame. Like, oh, we already get it. He got bit by a spider. We know Ben died. Uncle Ben died. Sorry, and he has to learn, you know, great power comes great responsibility and all that jazz. We get that. So, anyways, just to give you some ideas if you want to get to Spider-Man. That's something I have to say for sure. So, my overall review of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I have to give it, I feel like a solid 8. A solid effing 8. The whole the movie was great. I liked the whole development of like Miles Morales, but I wasn't expecting what I was doing this for. I was not expecting that. I felt like that was a total like risk, a big one. But the risk paid off, and like, you know, it really shows kids and adults and superheroes, regardlessly, that just because you are Spider-Man, stuff can happen. And sorry, it's hard not to say it, but it's a learning curve. Like, it is life. Just because you are a superhero and everything's been going well for so many years, anything can happen. So it's just it's life teaching. I'll say that. So yeah, and I mean I wanted to see more Spider-Mans, and I'm not sure how more Spider-Mans there could have been in the movie, but I wanted to see the ones I said and probably some more. But I don't know. We have to wait and see about that. Maybe there's gonna be another one in the future. Who knows? I don't know. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you all for the next one. All right. I don't know what the next review is gonna be, but it'll be kind of something. Actually, no, I know what it's gonna be. Yeah, I know what it's gonna be. See you guys soon. Okay. Bye bye.
Exceeding Chaos Control!